Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I'm Eman Umar. It has been observed that one of Hyderabad's notable medical institution, the Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences, lacks adequate facilities for the patients and attenders visiting it for treatment. As NIMS is a super specialty hospital providing clinical services in several medical streams, doctors from various districts as well as in the city ask the patients to go to the hospital for expert consultation. In order to consult the doctor in the morning hours, patients and their attenders belonging to the district level leave their homes at night. However, at the hospital, they face accommodation issues as there is a lack of shelters. Telangana State Finance Minister T. Harish Rao on Monday said that the central government is planning to increase LPG cylinder price by 200 rupees after 2nd of November. While addressing an election campaign in support of the TRS candidate in Huzurabad, Harish Rao said that the central government, led by the BJP in the past 7 years, has considerably reduced the subsidy provided on a cylinder and raised the cost of an LPG cylinder from 500 rupees to 1000 rupees. Instead of reducing the prices of essential commodities, the central government is planning to increase 200 rupees on a gas cylinder. Further, he said if the centre really cares for the welfare of the poor people, then it should provide 500 rupees as a subsidy on each cylinder to the public. To eliminate the drug menace from Hyderabad, the police conducted an extensive checking of private vehicles, RTC buses, autos, and pedestrians at Aramgarh crossroads in Rajendra Nagar. The police has seized huge quantities of gutka and cocaine during their checking. During the checking, a youth threw away a bag containing cocaine and started running away. However, the police apprehended him after a hot chase. The police also seized rolling papers from the shops and booked their owners for selling tobacco, zarda, and gutka. The police informed that the rolling papers are being used for cocaine peddling. The police appealed to the public to inform them of gutka and cocaine. They assured that the identity of the informers shall be kept anonymous. Former and current India stars such as Sachin Tendulkar, along with some political bigwigs, extended their support to pacer Mohammad Shami on Monday after he was subjected to a fierce online attack following the national team's first ever loss to Pakistan in the World Cup history. Congress Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, and All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin MP Asaduddin Owaisi joined several past and present Indian cricketers in condemning the targeting of Shami's religious identity by social media trolls. India lost their 2020 World Cup opener by 10 wickets on Sunday, with Shami emerging the most expensive bowler on the night, leaking in 43 runs in 3.5 overs. Former India pacer Irfan Pathan described the attack on Mohammad Shami as unprecedented. Mohammad Shami, it has to be noted, has been one of India's best fast bowlers in recent times and has performed well over the last 5 years. The trolls on social media linked his ordinary performance on Sunday night to his religion, which did not go down well with fellow netizens, with several of them offering support to the 31-year-old fast bowler. Activist Gautam Navlakha, arrested in the Elgar Parishad Mayoslings case, has been shifted to the Anda Circle high security barracks in the Taloja jail in Navi Mumbai, his partner Sehba Hussain said on Sunday, and claimed that the 70-year-old already fragile health has deteriorated further due to shifting. In a statement, Hussain claimed the activist was shifted to the Anda Circle from the regular barracks on 12th of October and questioned as to how long will Navlakha be persecuted for his views and to what extent will the authorities go to break his spirit. The statement further said the accused in the Elgar Parishad case have had to face indignities and humiliation for the smallest and basic needs in prison. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, has cancelled its earlier directive to impose a gap of 14 days between the performance of 2 Umrah pilgrimage, local media from the Gulf country have reported on Sunday. The ministry stated in court, any pilgrim can now book an appointment to perform Umrah immediately after the expiry of an active Umrah permit through Eid Marna or Tawakkalna applications. Last year in September, the ministry had set an interval of 14 days between the issuance of 2 Umrah permits for pilgrims of all age groups. A pilgrim who obtains a permit to perform Umrah can book an appointment for a second Umrah at the end of the specified 14-day period after the performance of the first. Only pilgrims and worshippers who are aged 12 or above and have an immune health status on their Tawakkalna application after completing vaccines against COVID-19 will be allowed to perform Umrah and prayers at the two holy mosques. Thousands of people who joined the anti-coup protest were fired upon by the Sudanese military, resulting in the death of at least 7 people while injuring 140 people. Thousands took to the streets in protest in the capital Khartoum and its twin city of Omdurman after Sudan's military seized power from a transitional government. A health official said at least 7 were killed by gunfire. The Forces of Freedom and Change, Sudan's main opposition coalition, called for civil disobedience and protest across the country and demanded that the Transitional Military Council transfer power back to the civilian government. The security forces arrested Interim Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok and other senior officials early on Monday morning. Thank you, viewers.